Hey everyone, it's Reverend Chris, and I am here with you now. You are seeing the Archangel Gabriel blowing his horn. And if you will look at the clock behind him, the hour is almost midnight. I hadn't planned on doing a video, which is why you're seeing this picture and you're getting audio only. And I had planned to do a number of other videos with some important things on them, but the Archangel Gabriel had other plans today. So I am sharing with you a message that he brought to me today. This is February 26th, 2021, Friday. And he came to me to bring me a message today. And I will just quickly go through it. What he showed me, the vision that he showed me, and what he had me know. And a little bit of my relationship with Archangel Gabriel. So he came to me, and one of the first things when the vision began that I saw were two Bibles. One of them was a very, very, very old manuscript, one of the original type of Bible manuscripts, in the Old Testament. And then the second image immediately following that was a new modern open book page printed Bible of the New Testament. So the message that was given to me with that I discerned from that and got verification from Gabriel, is that he was showing me that what has happened in the past, the biblical events of the past that were recorded in the Bible, are being repeated now. And if any of you have been following the evangelical prophets and preachers, they've been talking about this a lot, especially Amanda Grace has been talking about this a lot. And what's happening here is we call it the time of Elijah, and the time when Esther saved her people. There's Purim. There's so much going on. I would not do it justice to describe it all to you, but let's just suffice it to say that similar events that are recorded in the Bible about betrayal and deceit and it being uncovered and revealed are happening now. So he showed me that he was showing me a timeline of events. And whenever I get the signal that this is that I'm being shown a timeline of events or some kind of timeline, I have to then figure out what the timeline is about. Is it a healing timeline? Is it a process timeline? Is it a locational timeline? Is it a country's timeline? Humanity's timeline? There are timelines for everything. So when this timeline was a timeline about events getting ready to take place. And when I asked him, this is the funny part. When I asked him what this timeline was about, he whipped my head around to the left and pointed me up, right? Down to the left and up, to look up. And he kept doing that, up. I was like, wait a minute, what is this about? I'd turn my head back around. I say, yeah, okay, but what is this about? He'd whip my head back around and turn my head up. I'd be like, okay. I was so distracted by him whipping my head around and turning it up, I couldn't even really get to where I understood what he was trying to tell me. Eventually, I realized that he was telling me it wasn't about just looking up, okay? And it wasn't looking to the sky. In this case, it was looking to heaven. And because he was turning me to the left to have me looked up, that referenced the past. He's telling me that there are things that have they're done. These are things that have been completed in heaven and are ready to be manifest on earth. And so we went on with this. And the next part of the message, he told me, and these are the words that I got from him, is that, and this is centered on Congress right now, and others as I describe it, that the shills and charlatans in Congress will have their true colors shown. Huge confirmation from Gabriel now. I mean, absolutely. Will have their true colors shown. They will be revealed for who they really are and what they really represent, which isn't you or me or any of us. This applies not only to Congress and politicians. The words that I got were people in seats of power. Those in seats of power will have their true colors shown. And so the first focus was on Congress. This also applies to the media, to darn it, I'm drawing a blank right now. Applies to Congress and the media, applies to, we already have government, applies to, banking and other elites in the country and around the world, actually, because so many of them are affecting this country. Applies to healthcare and other institutions in this country, people who are leading these institutions, big tech, the people at the top that who are running the show, and that people are going to be really, really surprised and dismayed when the true colors are shown. So this is the first part of the message he's telling me about, the true colors are going to be shown. Be ready. He's blowing the trumpet now. He's saying, be ready, because this is getting ready to happen. And one of the other people in power whose true colors are going to be shown happens to be how do I say this without getting in trouble? Someone at the top whom we have very many questions about, whose authenticity we already doubt. And that person's true colors will be brought out and revealed for all to see. The last part of the message that he gave to me as this process plays out, as this timeline moves to fruition, the process that plays out, he told me to look to the skies. All right. And this time he is talking about looking up in the actual skies. Look to the skies and he showed me visions of military planes through the skies. And this doesn't have to do with, this is contained to the US. This is not a world war or anything else having to do with Syria or any other country. Look to the skies, and he showed me visions of military planes in the skies. There is possibly, and I will say possibly, some action on that front to be taken. And we all just have to be prepared for something to occur involving the military. There's more to what they showed me and made me understand, but I cannot share it here. I cannot. But that's the best that I can tell you. Now, as far as the timeline goes, this is going to be very soon. Within days, you're going to start seeing these true colors have a spotlight on them. And everybody will be seeing this, whether you are on the right, on the left, in the middle, whether you're woke, whether you're not. Regardless of who you are, where you are, these are going to be shown in a way that they cannot be denied. There will be absolute rock solid proof that will be presented to us in regards to these individuals that are going to be outed, that their truth is going to be shown to all. Now, this is what we've been praying for, is truth. We want everybody to see truth. And trust me, there are some of us who aren't really seeing truth either. I'm checking this out all the time. Because if something that I'm seeing is not truth, I'm asking God and the angels all the time, is this true? Please show me the truth. So that I can present it to you with the greatest amount of surety that I can possibly achieve. So this is kind of short and sweet. It isn't a huge video, not a huge message. I could talk about this for a long time. If it wasn't on this platform, if we were in a private conversation, I would go all out and tell you exactly what it was that I was given to know in regards to this vision and this message. But most of all, it's a heads up to get ready. Things are going to start happening in the next few days. Getting major confirmation on that. Freedom is getting ready to bust open. It's already done in heaven. It's been completed. It's now on its way to be manifest in the physical. Be prepared. That's all I have to say today. Thank you for being with me and listening. Love you all. Prayers and blessings to all of you, and I will see you soon when I sit down to do the videos that I had planned to do. But that's just the way it works when you work with angels. So blessings to you all, and have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend. Keep your antenna up to see what's going on. See ya.